Yo, 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 how do I, this is my first time. Let me see, can I share this? Let's send this to him. Let's copy link. Let's send it to this guy. Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first time going live. I have a shirt. It's really an experiment. See if this works. It's supposed to be a lotus. I use kind of fall colors. I have a plan for it. I'm gonna see if my neighbors are out here. I might have one of them record. It's kind of weird asking randomly to record, but I was telling them about the shirt. Let me see. No, I don't see him. I was gonna ask one of them to record, but it looks like I'm recording. My mess. Don't mind my mess. Let's check this out. My dog. Zoe, you want to record? No? Don't want to record? Alright. It's in a voice clip. Let me guess. Let's see what he says. I can't hear him. Yeah, I don't know how to use a phone. How do you There we go. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up? Ben, is that you? Who made that? I don't know. So, I was trying to find someone to record this for me. I'm doing it on Facebook Live. Not Facebook. What the hell am I talking about? YouTube Live. Ben. So this is a little experiment. I haven't sent it to anyone. I probably should. Maybe I'll put it on. Can you put that link on Facebook for me? Just like on my page. I don't know. It's pretty much, this is a little experiment. Yeah. I love it. For the love of experiment. Yeah. So, I did a shirt a while back for a kid in my kids class. He's always wearing tie-dye. My kids are in kindergarten. And this kid is in 5th grade. He comes in and he reads with his class to the kids. So they're like the reading buddies. And I made, my daughter Kara's always talking about this kid. Like, always. Like, I saw him today here, and the kid acknowledges her. The kid's in 5th grade, and he acknowledges this kindergarten kid. And he kept talking, and I noticed every time she points this kid out, he's always wearing a tie-dye shirt. So I get this, she's always trying to make him gifts and stuff. And I'm like, did you tell him that we make tie-dye shirts? And she's like, no, Daddy. I'm like, I forgot. I'm like, how do you forget? I've literally made hundreds of tie-dye shirts. How did you forget? So I get this idea to write him a letter to give to his parents. To be like, hey, is it cool if Kara makes your son a t-shirt? And I sent with some pictures on it. I said, all I really need to know is size, shirt size, and color. Like, what color you like? Pretty much like how my store set up now. Like, and at the top, the letterhead, I put a whole bunch of images of shirts that I'd done. I was just trying to, like, my point with that was kind of like to show that, like, yeah, I know people do tie-dye, but like I can do tie-dye, just to be like, yeah, I notice he wears them, and this would be kind of a cool trick, and she wants to do something for him, but she's always just trying to throw something together, and I feel like this is something she can put thought into, that he'll like. But when I put those pictures on there, I was just pretty much just to show her that I was capable of doing it. And what it turned into was, when I got my reply a couple days later, she had circled one of the shirts, and one of the shirts was just this green crinkled dye that I did just randomly, and I was like, oh man, I don't. And it's like just really random, and it's just really hard to imitate something that's that random. Um, so I tried, and it came out, in my opinion, looking kind of like garbage. Um, in my opinion, and they were appreciative, but I was like, man, that's not what I was. That wasn't my goal. My goal was just to be like, these are the shirts that I can do. I've done them. What color? What size does he wear? And what colors does he like? Um, but it just so happened that all those thumbnails, that was the only green shirt that that was on there. That's the reason why she circled it, in my opinion. I didn't ask her, but that's kind of what I read into. So I told myself if I had a little bit of extra time, I'd make a shirt that, like, and the shirt I gave them, man, like, I was like, I got the reply on like a Wednesday. They have the last day of school is on Friday, and I was like, I got 2 days to get this. I got a day and a half to get this shirt finished. Because I said I was like, man, I wanted to get it done before the week. So I just kind of like rushed it, and it was a one-time thing, like either hit or miss. So my goal was, once I had some free time, to make a shirt that he would actually look at and be like, wow, like a guy that makes actual tie-dye shirts made this, and not looking like just some kid made it. No offense to any kids that can tie-dye or anyone that loves their stuff. Look at that. I also wanted to make something that had green in it, but also was kind of masculine. But that was kind of the objective with this, Plus, it gave me a little challenge. It gave me a chance to make I made a lotus. Oh man, I'm just twitching. I made a lotus pattern, but I usually use tools. Yeah, that one. I usually use tools to make it, and this time I didn't. I used string, and I've had issues with that in the past. That's the bottom. When I say bottom, now I was holding it upside down. That's what I meant. So, man, I really need a better setup. The goal was to kind of have, let me turn this thing, can I turn this thing around? There we go. So the goal was to have like them radiating from both the sides and kind of meeting like that. So pretty much, I think I started green and then kind of worked out to orange. So that's kind of the goal. Just turn this thing back around. I've had issues with it with this design in the past with string. And the first one I ever tried was with string, and I really don't think I've tried it since. Maybe one other time. So, and the issue was that the colors weren't saturating in enough, and I really didn't know enough to really get into it. I also wanted to try something a little bit more psychedelic for the music scene, and I thought, what better way to get it done than to do it this, have a reason behind it, a reason that I want it to turn out really good, but on top of it, like, I don't have anything to lose on it. Oh man, that is sexy. If he doesn't want this, dude, I want this shirt back. What do you think, Ben? You made me one, right? I did not make, I really didn't know how this was going to come out. But that is fucking phenomenal. Hey, send this link to the group real quick. I want to see what they have to say. If you can. Man, that turned out 1,000 times better than I expected. Man, that is looking good. Let me get this back in the water again. Man, it always happens like that too. I end up promising someone a shirt. Well, I didn't promise this guy a shirt, but the shirt ends up, I know it's going somewhere, you know, so I know this was spoken for. And then I open it up, and when I open up the shirt, it's like the perfect shirt, and I want to keep it. But the cool thing about that, man, is it goes to someone that's gonna hopefully like it. If he don't like it though, I'm gonna let it to his mom. If he don't like it, give it back. I want it. Or, oh man, this is gonna sound horrible. Maybe I'll keep it for myself. Like, that is a horrible thing to say out loud. Or even think. I'm thinking it and I'm saying it out loud. Make me one. Man, I just think he'd wear this, man. That green one. I showed you the green one, right, Ben? Just make another 5. Yeah. The problem is, I had like a roll of sinew, and I pull a certain amount off and I put it onto like a stick or a screwdriver, and then I tie my shirt off of that. I don't know what the hell I did with my roll. Like my roll of, so now I'm like, I tried to make my own sinew this morning. Had this bright idea because I had this beeswax, and I had this twine, not this one, but this other string, and I like took the wax and I ran it through and I coated it. And I'm like, all right. So when I started tying up this other shirt I have outside right now, I had used sinew on one half, and on the other half I was going to use this sinew, this homemade stuff that I made. But like once it got above a little bit of pressure, that stuff snapped, and I just ended up resorting to like a rubber band instead. That shirt's an experiment too, but not like this. Like this is what I was going for, but I just had no idea that it was going to come out looking like that. Holy hell. I'm going to look at it one more time. One day I'm going to go live, and I'm going to have 3 people looking. And that day I'll be like, you know what? Today we have 3 people viewing. And I'm gonna feel like I accomplished something. But right now I have 1 person viewing, and I feel like I accomplished something. So thank you, Ben. Love you. Man, that's sexy. Man. And the good thing is I know exactly how I did that. Well, exactly is a strong word. I actually, whenever I was going through dyeing it, so I did like this olive color, and then I came back to like a light green, and then I went olive. But when I went through, I laid dye a couple times to get it saturated deep into the shirt, the folds. I had mixed it, so some of these, like this, on one side I did orange, on the other side I actually laid down like this lemon yellow, and then even some of the brown, which is right here, crossed over. This was the color I really wanted to show up. This is one of my new colors right here. This, what color is it? It's like amber. It's a fall amber golden or something, golden amber or something like that. This is all brand new colors, though. All of them, except for actually, that's a lie. That's light orange. I had that one, soft orange. But all the other colors are new colors. I'm gonna wash it. It's gonna lighten up a little bit, but I was just so nervous about it saturating through. I'm trying to get out of my headspace, man, because I end up talking myself out of doing something, like going live and sharing these videos, because I'm scared that, well, what if it doesn't come out right? Someone's gonna see that. Oh, yeah, why does it matter? Why does it matter? So I'm trying to just like take those little jump leaps. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna share this. Let me turn this thing around. I'm gonna wash this thing. Someone is watching, I think. Who's watching? You're watching. It says I don't see anyone else. But oh man, I really really want to. I kind of really want to keep. I feel like a selfish jerk. I feel like a selfish jerk thinking that. What do you think, Ben? Man, I mean, he's in elementary school, and it's psychedelic. You think it'll be too busy for him? Man, I'm trying to build a case. Make more of them. Yeah. I know how to make them. I have the colors. I have the shirts. What if I met in the middle? What if I met in the middle and made... So I ordered a new sinew today. What if I met in the middle and made, you know, more like eight shirts or whatever. Not 8 shirts, but I'm just saying, like, I made more shirts, the same color pattern, same style, and if they come out good, then I release the shirt to the 5th grader. Man, I feel like such a jerk just having this conversation with myself, with Ben. I've been thinking it, man, in my head, because I'm like, I already knew, like, the shirt's spoken for. It always happens like this. Because, I don't know, that heart shirt, when I made that shirt, I was like, that was going to my cousin, though. And that was definitely spoken for. That was for her birthday. That was a very big thing. But when I saw it, I was like, this is going to be the only one like this. Whenever I mailed it off, I was like, I knew it. But she loves it. She wears it all the time. And I did come pretty close to nailing that design again. So I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make more shirts. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, my counselor, my best friend, my Ben. I love you. I'm going to... That wasn't weird. Make a diet, yeah. That's probably what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to draw it up like my other one. And I'm going to put my colors down and put my numbers down. And get that template drawn up. And then make the little refined changes as I do it more and more often. But man, that is freaking phenomenal. Man, I'm so happy with that. All right, I'm signing off. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.